Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best scorers in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. I know that's a little bit of a weird phrase, I guess. It's not really, but it's kind of broad. I'm not rating three hunting or shooting or slashing or finishing or dribbling or anything. It's kind of just a combination of all of them. Who I feel like, if you put the ball in their hands, can go score the ball the best in this game right now in whatever form that might be. And honestly, I think these are guys that you have to find a way to get some of these guys in your lineup at all times because it is so tough to score with the way that the game is right now. You need legit star power scorers, and this list will give you that. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 16,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Austin Reeves is who I have at number 10. The problem with this Reeves card is that defensively, he's not that good. He's also not an exceptional slasher, although he is okay. 75 driving dunk, but 93 three ball, 89 speed, 84 excel, 89 speed ball, 88 ball handle, and 85 pass accuracy. Playmaking wise, he has pretty darn good playmaking badges, although admittedly they're not insane. Only a silver speed booster, silver blow by, silver break starter, gold bailout, handles for days, hyper drive, bunch of great shooting badges including Hoff Agent 3, gold limitless range, catch and shoot, claymore, blinders, deadeye, green machine, Hoff comeback kit, etc. But movement wise, he's insane. D-book dribble style, pro behind the back, really nice movement all the way around with the Austin Reeves release on quick, one of the better releases in the game, and the Pro 2 leaner. His movement is phenomenal. He's got one of the best dribble styles, one of the best releases, one of the best fades, and overall a really good movement with great offensive stats and playmaking badges. Overall, he's an awesome offensive card. Not a card I'd really recommend using because of his lack of defense, but I think he still cracks the top 10 of this list because on this list, defense doesn't matter. This is all about scoring, all about offense. At number 9, I have Russell Westbrook, kind of similarly, or very different, I would say, to a guy like Austin Reeves in terms of the way that he scores. Russ is insanely elite as a slasher, super duper fast, capable shooter with silver limitless range, but it's mainly the finishing and the playmaking badges with Russ that elevate this card. His slashing badges are phenomenal. His playmaking badges are also incredible, including Hoff Blowby and Speed Booster, and his ability to attack the rim is elite. He also has the D-book dribble style, which is incredible, especially for its push cross, and his release is improved this year as well. I do think he is far from the 300 that a guy like Reeves and some of the other cards on this list are, but his slashing is insane, and he moves so well and so fast as a point guard, combined with that ability to get to the rim, that it still puts him pretty solidly on this list. James Harden is who I have at number 8. My biggest issue with Harden, honestly, is that certain parts of his movement just aren't that great. For example, his dribble style is not that awesome. The card itself is not that great defensively at all, but that doesn't matter. He's a very solid finisher with gold bulldozer, precision dunker, posterizer, a bunch of the gold layup badges, Hoff Agent 3, limitless range, handles for days, dimer, hyper drive, killer combos, gold speed booster, unpluckable, bailout, break starter, blow by, etc. He's very souped, very complete all the way around. Good speed, great shooter, solid finisher, really, really good all around card. Very good release as well, even on normal, but pro leaner isn't the best leaner. It's a good one, but it's not insane. His dribble style kind of sucks. His escape is good, but some of his movement isn't that great. His momentum size up escape or whatever is not very good either. I just don't think he moves quite as well in certain areas as I'd like him to do. I still think he's a really, really good offensive card for sure, but I do have him all the way down at number 8, which is probably a little lower than some people would have him. For me, though, I just think he is a little limited at times. Giannis is who I have at number 7. The thing that I really like about Giannis is how insane of a slasher he is, and it really doesn't matter if it's the diamond or the pink diamond. You can pick either of them. They're in the same slot, so I'm just including them as one card because they're very, very similar, but insanely fast with exceptional finishing badges and capable playmaking ability as well, and elite slashing. Not the best shooters. They are the worst. Well, Giannis is the worst shooter on this list, but both Giannis cards are exceptional slashers with insane finishing badges. Very, very fast as well, and capable enough at hitting a wide open three if they're a threat out there. At 7 foot with the speed and playmaking versatility they also have, with this diamond Giannis also being able to hold every badge, which means you can add bailout, speed booster, handles for days, things of that nature to him, and improve him as a playmaker. It makes for a really, really hard to stop, really, really elite slashing, big slash wing slash whatever you want to call Giannis hybrid. He could just be really, really tough to stop, but I think number 7 is pretty fair for him because he isn't a great shooter, so that's why he's pretty low on the list. Jimmy's at number 6. Jimmy's SIGs are shockingly good. He finishes really well, and his playmaking is really good too. He's got Hoff Bulldozer, Fearless, Acrobat, Two-Step, Blow by, Dimer, Handles for Days, Hyperdrive, Needle Threader, and Touch Passer, Gold Bailout, Speed Booster, Triple Strike, Silver Break Starter, and Unpluckable. He pretty much has all the playmaking badges you need, even on base card. Can get every shooting badge as well, at least the Pro Pass version can, which is a huge huge W, so you can add things like Agent 3 blinders and limitless range if you'd like to upgrade him offensively. He's a very good finisher. He's got all the gold finishing badges that he doesn't have on Hoff, for example, posterizer, precision dunker, good speed, good shooter, great slasher, really, really good offensive card too. Part of what makes Jimmy so good is that he's one of the better offensive cards in the game, in addition to being one of the best defensive cards in the game, and that leads to a card that is just one of the very best cards in the game, period. So I think the number 6 spot is actually pretty fair for Jimmy. The other thing about Jimmy that's so nice is that his release is actually pretty good, and his movement is solid. I know his dribble style isn't great, but his size up is good. Behind the back is very good. Fade is good. He has really nice sigs and moves really, really well. Combined with the great playmaking and finishing badges, I really like Jimmy a lot. Number 5 is Braun, for similar reasons to why Giannis is in the top 10, but he is a lot more versatile as a shot creator and a scorer. Definitely can do more primary ball handling than Giannis can. He's incredible as a slasher the way that Giannis is, but gives you more from the outside, the ability to stretch the floor, the versatility as a shooter with better base shooting badges, much better base shooting stats, a lot more versatility there. And honestly, sigs wise, I think he's a little better as a whole than LeBron is, or than Giannis is as well. Just a more confident playmaker and shot creator as well as shooter for LeBron. So that takes away from any slight edge that Giannis might have as a slasher, which I guess you could make the argument that he does have an edge as a slasher because of how big he is and how versatile he is. But I still think LeBron is a top tier card in the game and top 5 among scorers in my team, despite not being the greatest 3 hunter. But in the top 4, we start to get to some of the better shot creating 3 hunting type of guards that we have in the game, including SGA, who needs badges to be souped up because, I mean, his playmaking badges are already very good, although if you can get a bunch of them on Hoff, that's really nice. Shooting badges, he needs Agent 3, Dead, and Limitless Range are the main 2. Slashing-wise, just needs some upgrades. Silver Posterizer, Precision Dunker is good, but if you can get those upgraded to Gold or Hoff, that'll help. Same thing with Bulldozer. Not the most insane speed or 3-ball rating or dunking rating, honestly. I understand the ratings aren't that great, but the animations are phenomenal. He's a 6'6 PG, so he's got pretty darn good size. Playmaking badges are awesome. When badged out, the shooting and finishing badges are awesome as well, and his animations are great. Really good release. Pro Leaner is fine. It's what Harden has as well. Like I said, it's not the best, but it's pretty good. MJ dribble style is absolutely great. And movement-wise, it's pretty good. Pro behind the back as well. He moves well. His release is super nice. He's a versatile offensive card. SG, I do believe, just because of how complete he can be badge-wise, is probably one of the highest cards on this list. And I know it's probably weird to have Harden as low as I do. Maybe I should have moved Harden up a little bit, but I'm just not that impressed with him as an overall card. I think SGA deserves a very high spot on the offensive end. Nick Young's at number 3, and Nick Young's lack of defense, kind of like Austin Reeves, is something that holds him back at his position, but he is definitely better than a guy like Reeves defensively as well, which is nice, although that doesn't matter for this list, because offensively all that matters is that he's got very solid playmaking badges, absolutely elite shooting badges, and very good playmaking and very good finishing badges as well. Really, only badges he's missing in those 3 areas are maybe Bulldozer and Rise Up. All the wings are missing Rise Up though, and outside of that, really nothing particularly important. Great slasher, great shooter, nice and fast. His escape is absolutely exceptional. Whatever slide he has, it's like the Jamal Murray slide or whatever. It's a really, really good. He's one of the very best releases in the game. He is maybe the best pure 3 hunter in the game right now, or actually the second best, I would say, pure 3 hunter in the game right now, in addition to being an elite slasher, and I think he's really, really good. But there are 2 guys who I do think are better than him. Kobe, just all the way around, is so dang good. Such a good release. Even though Kobe's sigs aren't actually the best, his release is so good. His badges are so complete, both offensively and defensively, but especially on the offensive end of the court. I mean, he really has everything you could ask for. He's got the Hoff Acrobat Limitless Takeoff, or Acrobat Posterizer, Precision Dunker, Whistle, Agent 3 Blinders, Catch and Shoot, Deadeye, Limitless Range and Free Points, Hoff Blow By and Speed Booster as well. Incredibly complete, and anything he doesn't have or that you'd like to upgrade to Hall of Fame, you can. 95 speed, 96 3-ball, 97 driving dunk, 93 excel, and unlike Braun, his release is really, really elite. Like, Braun's release is fine, Kobe's is elite. Movement-wise, I'd also probably take Kobe. I don't think his movement is the very best, which is really the only reason he's not number 1, but I think he's absolutely phenomenal. Also, his fade is not the very best, but he's still so good all the way around offensive that I do think he does deserve the number 2 spot. But in all honesty, the number 1 spot is pretty clear and is very much reserved for Devin Booker. He is the new best scorer in the game right now. His push cross combined with his fade, combined with his shooting stats and badges, not to mention the fact that he is an elite playmaker and a capable slasher, make him, in my opinion, the most unstoppable offensive scorer in the game. When you use his push cross combined with his fade to either side and his ability to shoot at as high of a level as he can standing still, his shot creation and his slashing and everything that this card can do at a very, very high level, Devin Booker is just, he's on a different level offensively than really any other shot creating card that I think we have right now in my team. Devin Booker's that man, and he is the number 1 guy at this spot right now in my opinion. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.